Hello and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma, where today we are going to see if we can't reach and beat Daimon, and then, after doing so, go end the cycle. But first, between streams, I did another run through the parts of Bitter Black Isle that I did yesterday, and in so doing, I got some more Bitter Black things to identify. And no, don't need to change equipment right now. So, we are going to purify some Bitter Black gear before anything else. And also some Bitter Black armor. Yes, Outlander, this is in fact Dragon Dogmen. "52 strength with 42 sleep res is not the worst. 90 strength ain't bad. 92 strength ain't bad. Wow. Is this the low-level cheese ring? Pretty sure it is. Hey, Boots of Oblivion. And it increases carrying capacity. Only slightly, though. We could have gotten a better set, but slightly increases carrying capacity is better than increases hold duration. Because that's plus 10 kilograms to our max carrying capacity. And we take those. Only better one would have been the plus 20.
Pray permit me to help you now as before. I would dearly welcome this if there is aught
I do have the materials to fully upgrade my current pants. Like, they're at silver rarefied and I can gold rarefy them, but I didn't do that specifically because I was hoping to get some Boots of Oblivion. And now I have them.
If there is aught pray permit me, pray.
Let me just upgrade these new pants real quick. Ooh, I don't have what it takes to get the level 3 upgrade. Thankfully, as soon as we find a cursed dragon, it's not going to matter. Wow, magic defense is actually quite a bit lower. But maybe once it's silver rarefied, it'll be a match. Making our holy res worse, but that's not going to matter here.
If you've the need, I'm the no doubt.
Okay, and then
I must pray permit me to help you now if there is aught I can do.
let's become red for a moment.
If there is aught I can do, pray permit.
And bitter black weapons don't matter in the slightest anymore, but hey, whatever. At least bitter black weapons that aren't level 3.
Pray permit me to help you now.
And now we shall both go blue for the level 2 armors. And also at this point, all level 3 armors, I may just do as blue anyway, because all that awaits me is the slight upgrades that come with getting better augments on my armor. I can't look forward to getting better armor pieces.
If there is aught I can do, pray permit me to.
And thus, yeah, all future bitter black armors, until Garnet has everything she wants will be more useful done as blue, so she might get upgrades. And apparently, this counts as a blue thing, because anyone can wear it. She's already wearing this. Looks like Votary's robe is defensively considerably better than the Adept's robe, but it does not restore health of nearby allies, and therefore, meh. Also, wow, that holy res is straight in the dumpster. Oh, but she got an Adept's hat. Extends duration of sigils and objects summoned via weapon skills. What? Does that do anything for Sorcerer or Mage, or is that specifically for Magic Archer? Do Sorcerer and Mage summon sigils? Do Anodyne and Halidom count as sigils? Or objects? I don't know, but either way, doesn't matter for Sorcerer right now. Yeah, Outlander, the Ur-Dragon has a light spell. But that's about it.
Pray permit me to help you now as before. I would dearly welcome the sense of purpose. If there is aught I can do, say it.
Yeah, I know Magic Archer casts sigils. I was just wondering if that hat was useful for anyone else. So wait, we've got Strength 65, Silence Res 82, which we can replace with better than that. Because we got a new ring that's got higher strength and also a better resistance. Yeah, we've got Sleep Res on, or Possession Res on 90 strength. There we go. We were already immune to possession, but still. Getting a total of 179 strength from our rings. And Garnet might be able to, or no, she needs her sleep and silent, well, she needs her sleep reses from the rings, so... Though we did get one with 92 magic and 89 Tard res. Tard is much less bad than sleep. I'd rather keep her sleep immune. Which is a shame. I would like to give her plus 92 magic, but not at the cost of her sleep immunity.
If there is aught I can do, pray.
Okay, so let us look at my carry capacity. Did it? It only added to the upper bound, didn't it? Or wait, no, because it's still relative, I think. Hang on.
Pray permit me if there is aught.
I wonder specifically which part of my carry capacity got altered. Was it the upper bound or the lower bound? Or split between everything? We might be able to find out if I unequip the boots. Okay, so we're still at light a sliver away from average. Okay, so it's the upper bound that got increased. That's unfortunate. I would have liked it to increase from the lower bound. Hey, guard, I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. Yeah, let's get back on the way to Daimon. Also, while I was running through Bitter Black Isle, redoing all the stuff just to farm extra materials and the like, I collected every macabre sculpture up to and including the one that was right here. So every macabre sculpture that exists before this exact point in Bitter Black Isle, I have now collected.
It is too dark. It is well and truly
Look, a saurian sage! You were the liquid my support.
Looks like Saurian sages might also do holy things.
Slay the hero first! Strength in numbers, Arisen.
We take bait meat. If used here, I'm almost certain it would summon either an ogre or death. We do need ogres. It's not like we wouldn't benefit from killing death.
remove it, then withdraw to new.
Have been stricken. Anytime.
I hate leafworms.
Stay vigilant. This is unremarkable at a glance. May hold more.
Excuse me, how did I get...
There's a stack. Take care. You won't play shots.
How did I get drenched there? My lantern... I don't believe my lantern touched the water.
Saurian sage! Where the liquid is you. You rout them in a single charge!
Oh. Someone other than me got the man-eater.
Spittle acts to petrify flesh.
That's new.
I heal your wounds.
And in case you didn't realize, I've got two new pawns with me. They are at our level.
I'll take that.
Aw, there's no ring that upgrades tenfold flurry?
Poison!
That's disappointing. Guess I have to just hope for 1,000 kisses then.
take that.
Oh, hello, money. Dang, not even an Endicad arrow ring. Makes me sad. Our two best damaging things. Or at least our two best damaging repeatable things. Cannot be upgraded. Like, I get why. But you can't fault a guy for wanting to upgrade them.
Skeleton sorcerer! There! There, master! Saurian sages! Move on their own! Straining their arms against the rock. There's a step! I need to be close to you. Nice pause. 'Tis best to sever the tail! Beware the liquid they spew! Circle round the back. Did it!
Leave it to me.
Feels weird that they were all able to start casting before we had line of sight on them, and thus before they had line of sight on us. Where are they? I guess they're all higher upstairs, huh? Ah, yes. Quit it. Stop.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
Quit it.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
We have triumphed. Leave it to me. Anytime.
Yeah, Outlander, YouTube's been having issues for me today, like trying to watch videos. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if this was just a YouTube Trubs thing.
Flee from battle, master. 'Tis survival.
Strain your eyes against the dark. We may not be
Okay,
alone.
let's just go back this way so we don't have to cross any more leap worms to get to the exit. Though again, I do need ogre kills. And I wouldn't mind an encounter with death, so maybe I should put down some bait meat and see what comes. Well, that was far less instant than it's supposed to be. But if I leave and come back, then something should show up. Question is where? I guess we have to search the entire floor to find out. Or at least the entire floor that has areas big enough for creatures to be. Leap worms. Hopefully I didn't waste bait meat. Ah! Found him! I don't like being on this arm. Okay, Elder Ogre down. And we got our first poxy flesh. What a pleasant sounding thing. And it went down fairly quickly, but it only showed up after we had already left the area. So who knows if we'll even be able to get a second spawn, but I will certainly try. So we just pop out here, and then pop back in, see if we get a second ogre or maybe death.
Tread carefully. Mark each step well.
And it looks like the answer is yes. Okay, let's go ahead and just pot shots with standard arrows for now. Get our stamina back. How'd I get on his hand? I'm on his hand again. Well, that one went quick. And now to get out of here and into the next area.
Stay vigilant. Places unremarkable at a glance may hold more. There is a
whirl with grief and rage.
I dislike the feel of this place. A silver knight! There! A knight in gold!
Looks like we got multiple. 2 golds and a silver.
One knight will be a perfect defense. Learn a new way to fight, Some way to break the silver.
Okay, silver down. And gold's down, because apparently one of our pawns got another gold. Hey, we got some gold veneer.
What's that?
Why am I unable to pick up this coin pouch that is clearly on the floor?
Hold on.
It's a ghost coin pouch. It's see-through even. Hey, silver veneer. And where was the other gold knight? Oh, he's right next to the first silver, or next to the silver. Okay.
What's that?
So everything's been picked up. Except for the ghost gold. I'm on to you, ghost gold. It's ghost gold, Siren. We're not allowed to pick it up, apparently.
Take that?
It's for the ghosts. Will you? Even the pawns are trying to pick it up and failing. Stupid ghost gold.
This looks interesting.
I have a feeling what happened to make that ghost gold is that Apon and I might have tried to pick it up at, like, the exact same time. And in so doing, we, somehow caused it to enter a quantum state of picked up and not picked up or something. Anyway, it's clear what the threat of this room is. Oh, hello, Siren. Why'd you have to give me an elongated claw? I can get those from a freaking succubus. A standard succubus. And before we go downstairs, let's... grab everything upstairs.
The leg! Grab hold of the leg!
How about I grab hold of nothing right now? Come over here, Siren. She's below me. I want these sirens to be where their loot can drop and be immediately collected.
On solid ground, the advantage is ours.
Well, I guess the pawns want to get fighting already, so I'll get down there and join them via safe means instead of just jumping down.
It's a troubling foe. Cannot take much more.
There, Garnet's fully healed. Cool, Siren dropped nothing. Endicat Arrow is apparently a, oh, what do we got? Garms. While we still have an Eliminator. And there are 2 prisoner Gore Cyclops. Alright, doggy. Just don't take us close enough that I have to hit the Gore Cyclops. I don't want to free that thing when it's too early. What do I have for stamina besides staminal drenches? Got that. It's not nothing. But it looks like that's about it, huh? And lantern needs oil. Oh, there were 3 Garms. How about we don't grab hold of the leg right now? We're not fighting the Cyclops. We're fighting the Garms and the Eliminator. It's very important that we don't do this in the wrong order, Siren. Okay, Eliminator down. And it dropped actually nothing. Siren, stop going for the Cyclops. The Cyclops is not what is the issue right now. Siren, please. There's still another Garm here. Where is it? What are you giving a taste of ice? Don't do the Cyclops! We are not in combat with the Cyclops. Don't freeze it where it stands. Leave it alone. There's the Garm. Yeah, the Garm knows Siren's doing something she shouldn't be. Okay. We are no longer in combat with anything that can... Well, now we are. Was about to say, we're no longer in combat with anything that can attack us. Yeah, Siren, you're not going to take its sight by attacking its shoulder. I'm sorry to say. There. Nope, I can't reach its face because I didn't have the stamina. I wish I had more stamina restoratives. But I've used them all. Other than staminal drenches. I don't want to use all of those. Stop getting yourself killed, Garnet. Ow. Darn it, stop getting murdered. You'd better not be attacking that. Siren, get off of that.
Hold on, I'll be there shortly.
We are not fighting that one. If you wish to contribute, contribute to the one that's already free. Don't. Get down here. Oh, Garnet's dead again. It's not even trying to shake you, Siren, and you can't get its eye. It has a helmet. Leave that one alone. I can't strike out the eye because you're not holding it still or even contributing at all. You're just threatening to add to the enemies that are currently active. No, you won't. Get down from there. Siren is threatening to turn a non-threat into a threat. That is the opposite of helping. But okay, we got one down. No, you won't, Siren. It has a helmet on. Okay, time to pick up the casters.
I'm on my way.
Seth, I have tried hitting come several times. Siren does not believe in that command, apparently. There. That's better for our weight. Like, Siren, at some point you have to realize that all you've been accomplishing is stabbing yourself on all his spikes. Siren, you're not going to take its sight by stabbing its shoulder blades.
I've a hold on it. Strike out the arm. Use the hat. Helmet is on. I'll grab it where it's weakest. Nice ball. We must be cautious.
Dang. He can punch me off his face.
Mad with rage.
I wonder why he hasn't picked up a club. Oh, I guess this one just didn't have a club, and the club is too far away for him to care. Just one club for 2 Cyclopes, huh? Well, they're a lot less dangerous without clubs. Oh, he's got a club now. He's joined the club. And down he goes.
We must be cautious.
And that is the end of all the things that matter in this chamber. So onward we go.
Restore your health. Hold on.
Novelty level 3s are all a chance, however meager, at getting an elite lantern. Apparently one of the Bitterblack level 3 shields requires 5 elite lanterns to silver or gold rarefy. And at that point it's just like, wow, you must really hate whoever wants to use this shield, huh?
Let us continue our exploration using this stone as a hub.
Though I imagine you can make forgery elite lanterns, or duplicate ones, which would probably be better than trying to rely on RNG to turn 5 level 3 novelties into them.
The scent of beasts is thin here. We should be comparatively safe. I'll take that. Seems something's written here.
Dang, getting all 13 armaments will be quite the endeavor.
I wonder what's inside.
That Jewel of Anti-Light was not the Moonbeam gem I was hoping it would be.
I'll take that.
Slap like a pub. If you've the
Wait, why am I wearing the... That's why I didn't have any visible increase in my equip capacity. I put on the wrong boots.
if you've the need and the wouldn't it be then? Wouldn't it be then? Wouldn't it be then? Wouldn't it be if you've no
Okay, so now... I'm a smidge above light. And unequipping the boots puts me into average. So it does actually increase our equip load from the bottom up, which is fantastic. Yeah, that's amazing. Love it. Would have preferred to get the plus 20 boots, but still, plus 10 is more than enough. It's huge. Might even be able to see very light for the first time in ages, but then again, no, I won't,
if you've the need, wouldn't it be?
because that would require putting away things that are good to have. But then again, some of these things that are good to have are way too heavy for how good they are. So, like, I can put those away. Boosting max health doesn't boost current health, so there's no real need for that. But I am going to take out some stamina restoratives because I've been wanting for them. Question is, do I have any that are worth taking out? Looks like the best I've got is large fish, and that's not great.
Wouldn't it be then?
I can make liquid vim. I see no reason not to. Though honestly, with as much stamina as I have, ambrosial meat might have been the better choice there.
What'll it be?
Carry a few more wake stones, and yeah, I guess I can afford to carry... Oh, I've already got 5 auspicious incense. Never mind, don't need to carry anymore. So yay, we get to be in very light for a while.
No doubt.
Oh man, I'm moving around like I can actually move. It's so nice.
Be cautious when opening chests, sir. It is too dark. Tis the makings of a beacon fire, Master. We need but offer up rift crystals to light it. Undead attack while I hold it. I'll support you.
And now we're up to light, but that actually is barely different from very light when we've got the leg strength augment. Okay, I haven't the key to fit it, but I believe we will be getting a free key here shortly. Ah, got a couple Elder Ogres, huh? Or no, Cyclopes.
Treasure
I've been afflicted with torpor. Don't I have like 95% resistance to that? Oh no, it's only 55% right now. Not even a Gore Cyclops, just a Cyclops. What is even the point? Like, seriously, what is even the point of having standard Cyclopes this deep in Bitter Black Isle?
Watch those tentacles! We have triumphed!
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
And this man-eater didn't even give us anything good. Wait, isn't this the music that says death is nearby?
This looks interesting.
Yeah, it is the music that says death is here. Cool. What's a drop of deliverance? Sounds neat. Ah. Stops skills from being stifled. The map says there is this. Is this a good idea? Not necessarily. It's taking me straight to death.
There, Master. Fire alive.
I see death has friends. Oh, and it's a gore cyclops. Hey, you know what? I'm cool with getting scythed. As long as he didn't hit any pawns. Because I got wake stones for that. And away he goes. There we go, Gore Cyclops down. We got a level 3 novelty out of it. Well, he's still got friends. Get your hand out of the way so I can hit this eye. Well, dang, can't get rid of my dousing without a panacea this time. It's a shame these turn off between, at least cycles of Bitter Black Isle. They might even turn off between visits of specifically this area, but... no, I don't think that's the case.
We'll not fear for ambush if we dispel the dark with this.
Wish it was possible to get in here without getting doused.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
Oh boy, we came in here for a lift stone. At least the two, you must get doused to get this loot things are right next to each other. But apparently there's no loot down there, just leap worms.
What's this?
Let's get where we can see. Then let's make sure we got everything upstairs too.
Stay vigilant. All your fear for ambush if we dispel the dark with this.
Of course the liftstone chest had a chance for a weapon 3. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why does my RNG hate me so much? Alright. So we have, in fact,
Shall we head this way?
gotten all of the things. Cool, they dropped nothing. And let's go ahead and risk dousing again, just to grab this. Sure love bi-crystals.
Soaked to the bone. What's this?
And let's just check and see if there are any fish to be had here. That's not a fish. That's not a fish. That's not a fish. Cool. Was really hoping for some manner of giant fish, that I may use it to restore stamina. But hey, let's go out and back in there and see if Death wants to be there again. If he does, we can go for another kill. But it's looking like no such luck. But I have a feeling if we were to use rancid bait meat, Death is probably the most likely thing to lure here. Kind of annoying when the bait meat doesn't lure anything immediately. Means you gotta either reload the area or save and quit, then reload that way. And either way, it makes it less likely that you'll be able to get 2 lures out of 1 meat. So, do we have a Reaper this time? Survey says no. I don't see anything else here either. Which means that whatever we've lured is probably upstairs, which means it's probably an Elder Ogre, which is the least interesting possible result. Other than Garms. Garms would be less interesting, but I don't think they can spawn here. Based on nothing at all. Or I guess that bait meat has been literally worthless. It has lured nothing, even through an area reload. At least there's a nice shortcut back down. Upset about my worthless bait meat, though.
Access to the rift is vital in the bowels of such a place.
Well, hey, we've got multiple dragons. Let me reach the chest, please, game. Please, game, let me reach the chest. I'm just gonna come at it again. Instead of... Oh, Garnet got knocked over the edge. Though there was a rift stone right there. So, will it let me actually do this while I'm in combat? It will. Welcome back, Garnet. Don't let it happen again. There we go. That's where I want to be. So we get 2 chances to Dragon Forge my legs. And it yelled everyone to death, but we don't have time to deal with that right now because we've got a nice big... Well, okay, now we don't have such a nice big opening. His friend bit me off it. Sir, let me back onto your chest. How did I get harmed there? Okay, this should be this one down. No Dragon Forge. That's a shame.
Scales are hard as steel. I'll
Did it also not drop anything? Okay, no, it's got drops. They're just hiding on the opposite side from usual. Surely it dropped more than 2 things.
Let go, beast.
Excuse me, she belongs to me. Let go. Stop letting your stupid wing be in the way.
We even hurt the beast.
This should change the stakes.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Slap me on the floor.
I'll scale it in strength. I shall restore your health.
I cannot reach it from the ground.
Please, keep flapping your wings. You're doing nothing to me. What breath am I supposed to be minding? These pawns keep talking about the breath when he's not doing breath attacks. Really? You're falling down up there? Well, that's certainly a position to get knocked down in. You are not her master. Game, let me on its stupid chest. I don't want to be on his arm. I'm on the arm again. Siren, stop asking if we've even heard it and look at its health bars. Better Dragon Forge my pants. It did not Dragon Forge my pants. It did give a Liquid Vim back, though. Or at least the arena did. while our bait meat in the previous area did nothing. I bet bait meat here would have a very good chance of bringing a cursed dragon. Or, I guess we don't need bait meat. We just get a cursed dragon. Cool. Exactly what I wanted to see. And saves me a bait meat. Come here, incredibly large chance at dragon forging my pants. There we go. So before we move onward, let us move backward. See if that bait meat will produce any results at all. And also see if I can rarefy these pants. Because getting additional defense would not be the worst when we've got Daimon coming up before too long.
It only gets tougher from here,
I'm on my
Master.
way.
Just getting that holy enchant just in case. But it seems the Reaper is not here. Moonbeam Gem is, though.
It's the darkest dark I've ever known. We'll not fear for ambush if we dispel the dark with this. It is possible to fall prey to an ailment without ever noticing. Stay vigilant.
And yep, can confirm the bait meat we used here was
Serves well in the dark,
of
but it
exactly
cannot
zero
much in the
value.
fire's light.
It did nothing for us.
Shall we head this way?
Tis the makings of a beacon fire, Master. We need but offer up rift crystals to light it. We'll not fear for ambush if we dispel the dark with this.
This place is sure death without a lantern.
Seems our best if you've the need. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be then? If you've the need.
And looks like we'll be able to fully rarefy these. Excellent. And hey, there's that 100% torpor res.
If you've the no doubt.
The scent of beasts is
That means it's once again time to take stock of what resistances this cloak gives me that I care about. 10% sleep res, or sorry, 15% sleep res and 15% curse, I think that is. Probably still worth keeping then.
We should be comparatively safe. This place is sure death without a lantern.
I'm kind of surprised there weren't any keys to be found on this level. Probably should have grabbed one from storage, huh?
Lantern serves well in the dark,
But oh well.
catch a beacon fire's light.
Strain your eyes against the dark. We may not be alone.
I'm pretty sure we're alone.
Soaked to the bone.
Like there's some mildly ominous ambiance, but I see no evidence of any Reapers.
Access to the rift is vital in the
We're
baths of
all
such a
fully
place.
healed? Okay. Hang on, let me check up here, make sure there's no chests hiding. Like this one. Well, that's not exciting. Godly analeptics. At least in... Oh, hello. At least in my hands, godly analeptics are just heavier wake stones that are less convenient to use. Oh. Another cursed dragon, huh? Why couldn't you be Death? Death would have been more exciting. I already got my thing dragon forged. I'm too low. That's why I wasn't getting hits on the crystal every time. Sucks to be that cursed dragon.
Anytime.
Oh boy, more lift stones. In chests that I'm sure could have had much nicer things. Well, at least we got a novelty 3.
It is an unexpected sight.
Oh, hello.
There, in the sky. A dragon.
This place is already
Over there.
far less peaceful than it had been.
Close to you.
Okay, what's casting at him? There, cut weight. Okay, for reals, where are these spells coming from? Not you. Cool. Got us another living armor before finding out what was actually casting spells. I've made the situation worse.
We mustn't allow that spell to be cast.
I'd love to stop that spell from being cast, but who is casting it from where? Is the dragon casting it? Who's casting all of this? I want to put a stop to it. I know living armors aren't casters. I should pick Garnet up before I use a group heal. So I want to get rid of this living armor before things get too out of hand. But to do that, I need either the pawns to start putting in work, or for the pawns to become targets. There we go. One living armor down. Pawns, please get it. Get it or distract it. There we go. So much easier when you guys actually attack the damn thing. Ooh, that's a bunch of Fey silver plates. That's nice. Okay, now to try and find the source of all these spells. My best guess is that the source is, in fact... Yep. That's gotta be it, right? Hey you, are you the one casting at me? Looks like you're the one casting at me. Please leave me alone, living armor. Sure do love when I get pushed off of the sweet spot. Well, there go the pawns, so there's no distractions for the living armor. But our caster is now dead. Garnet, get up. Ow. Okay, everyone's up. And another auspicious incense has everyone healed.
I'll scale it! Strike while it's distracting!
I don't have enough stamina restoratives to bother wasting on living armor. I need to save them for Daimon. Which means I should actually not be using my stamina while I'm still recovering it. Hey, I can actually use my daggers now. Not particularly well, but I can use them. I'm pretty sure that's doing more damage than taking pot shots with the bow. Like, better than taking individual arrow pot shots. Okay, living armor down. Oh boy, a polycrystal. I bet that could have been something nice. Oh boy, a rift cluster. I bet that could have been something nice. Oh boy, a panacea. That probably couldn't have been that much better, but still. I wish put away wasn't the first option when it was out of oil. I want add oil to be the first option when it's out of oil.
Stay vigilant. Places unremarkable at a glance may hold more.
Bet that balmy incense could have been something nicer. Ooh, sour ambrosial meat. Who grabbed that? You. Give it here. That goes in a flask. I love me some sour ambrosial meat, because that's a full stamina restore, which, if I'm spamming tenfold flurries, is probably worth more stamina than a liquid vim. Considering how short a duration liquid vim has. This place has become much more peaceful now. Guard, just you watch. All three of those chests are gonna be stupid things like rift crystals. Or possibly, I don't know, lift stones. And let's grab that flask of oil. What have we here? A perfect rift crystal. I bet that could have been something real nice if it wasn't that. Perfect rift crystals only come from chests that can actually give good stuff. Hey look, a rift polycrystal. I bet that could have also been better. I mean, it's not like anything I get here is going to actually matter. Because I don't think I'm going to have a chance to... Yeah, because that's the gate to die. Ooh, giant rank fish. I like those. But I'm not going to have the chance to identify anything or uncurse anything before fighting Daimon, because, you know, that door right over there is the door to Daimon. And once I beat Daimon 2, then I'm just off to finish this game cycle. And there's nothing more for me to actually be challenged by. Like, finishing this new game cycle, I already have weapons that are far better than anything I could get in the base game, and all that's left for me is base game content after Daimon 2. So, yeah, there will be no new challenges for me to actually need to face. And thus, it doesn't truly matter if I get any upgrades at this point, because they will all come after the last thing that upgrades would have been useful for. Got a polycrystal from this one, which... It's a fancy chest, so it probably could have been something nice. Yeah, I do plan to still identify the things that I have gotten. It's just... the things that I get will no longer be of any particular use to me at this point. Other than, oh hey, I could have had this. And a decade dried Harspud from another fancy chest that probably could have been something much better. And rancid bait meat from another fancy chest that probably could have been something much better. Hang on a sec. I am getting a phone call that I have to take, so I will be right back. Okay, that is taken care of. Now we just got to push through 3 eliminators on a bridge. And then we will have reached Daimon again. So, let's see how much a Great Gamble does to one of them from full stamina. A Great Gamble straight to the face.
to admit
Are you
defeat.
kidding me?
Overdo it.
Was it just beyond the effective range of Great Gamble? Is that what happened?
Strike the head.
Okay, one eliminator down. Got 2 more left. Still don't like how they are on a bridge. It looks like that platform of ice confused them. Well, Outlander... Yeah, Outlander, I already dealt with 3 living armors earlier in this room, so... Maybe I just got a different setup. Wow, they've got a pin? Alright, one down. And another down. We are out of eliminators. And I believe out of enemies prior to Daimon.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
Knowing a
Okay,
rift
they're
stone
all
is
at
close
full
to
health.
hand. Welcome relief to a pod.
I'll be at full health
Grand
shortly.
law gives one pause.
Hey guys, you got anything useful? Nothing. My health is now capped. My stamina is 2. Is that reachable? That building? Because it's got a light on. And it looks like the type of place where some potentially very nice loot might be hidden. Considering how high up it is relative to everything else. But it would have to be reachable. It's not reachable from down here, that's for certain. That is too high up for a double vault. And I don't see any other way of climbing there. Okay, so there is actual space inside there hitbox-wise. Which means it might be possible to get in there if there were, like, sirens or strigoi around here. But as of right this moment, it doesn't seem possible for us to get in there. Might also be possible if we had a pawn that could do a springboard thing, and also were a vocation that could do more mid-air jumpiness, like Magic Archer combined with Warrior Pawn who could springboard you up might be a way to get in there. But, yeah, we don't got that going on. am I ready for Daimon 2? No, I'm not. I want to be below average weight. Is that truly all the weight I can cut? I'd like it if I could get down to very light. But that might not be quite so doable without ditching some things that I actually care about. I guess I could eat this before going in. Well, that still didn't do it. Let's make Garnet behave as well as she possibly can. Okay, that also didn't cut enough weight. Okay, I'm in very light. Excellent. We are ready for Daimon.
What a base, trifling creature is man. I bid you, hone your spirit, refine it.
So why is he back? I thought we released him. I see we're still relatively safe if we stay on his shoulders. We are taking some hits, but, like, we're sticking up here just fine and doing plenty of damage to him. And we don't have to worry about his immense speed. At least for the most part. I am not on the correct part of his body to be doing a whole lot of damage, but was still enough to stop him from doing mean things. So, looks like phase 1 is almost over. That was a lot quicker than the last time. Turns out having better daggers helps. And his chest mouth opened. Gross.
Slave to a broken order. Dare you look upon the truth?
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got a level. So, we've got 6 liquid vim. It's time to use one. Okay, 1 health bar down. Yep. I guess we can't just stick on it and repeatedly 100 kisses because it casts. And yet, though the face on the belly is vulnerable, it still does not take a whole lot of damage from our arrows. Rude. So, stabbing this thing is clearly our best means of doing damage to it. The only problem is when it casts its spells at specifically me, I can't stick to it. Oh, hello, giant ghosty dragon. And it's time for a fish and some Vim. Let's move around so that we're actually hitting the chest head, because I think that probably takes more damage, because it's supposed to be controlling the rest. So, hardest enemy in the game, huh? Like, yeah, oh. I guess we, can't stay on the chest through that. Yeah, our tenfold flurry does nothing. And hitting the arm also doesn't do a whole lot. But yeah, as long as we just sit on the chest doing 100 kisses, the HP bar does go down. It's too early for an auspicious incense. Okay, it is no longer too early for an auspicious incense. Maybe I spoke too soon. It is starting to become actually dangerous. And we're about to get toasted by that belly flame breath again, but got a good half a health bar knocked off it before the breath came out. And there we go. Daimon 2 down. And unlike Daimon 1, he actually is melting away. So, is the Rift claiming him? I guess it is. Yeah, it seems, just clinging to him and using 100 kisses is a great way to cheese that fight. Because unless he knocks you off with a spell or his belly breath, you're totally safe and doing lots of damage. We got a gear level 3 out of him. And we also got a new cloak by the look of things. Hellfire cloak. What's Hellfire Cloak do for us? Possession res and high elemental resistances, but also high defense. But, like, it's missing some important resistances that I'd like to have. Though it does look nice, honestly. It doesn't look bad at all. And since it doesn't really matter anymore, I'm going to wear it. And we've even got a bonus wake stone up here. I feel like there should be a way to climb up there. Because there is. And yet, there is no reason for us to do so. Maybe there was a macabre sculpture here before and I already grabbed it. And now, even though it doesn't matter in the slightest, I am going to save, and we are going to go for good loot.
Treasure, perhaps?
Weapon 3. Okay, perfect rift crystal is... like, yeah, we got a weapon 3 and an armor 3, but a perfect rift crystal... that could have been something, I am sure. And thus, stabbing occurs.
Open your eyes!
Treasure, perhaps?
Still a weapon 3.
Let's have a look.
Poly crystal instead of a perfect crystal. And a perfect crystal instead of an armor 3. Stabbing occurs again.
Stay with me!
I want to get 3 level 3 things. No rift crystals. None. Rift crystals not allowed. And that was in the chest that gave the weapon before. Goodbye, cruel world. Weapon 3.
Let's have a look.
Novelty 3. Armor 3. We take it.
She bears a melancholy air. It seems even she herself knows little.
Pray permit me to... if
All
there is
right,
more
Garnet,
I can do-
you are going yellow for a bit, while we hope to see a,
Pray permit me
weapon
to help you
upgrade.
now as before.
Actually, wait, before that, we save. Though honestly, keeping my last save, or no, because it auto-saved when I left the area anyway. Never mind. But we save,
Pray permit me to help.
and we purify our weapon 3 and our armor 3. Okay, we're good. And we got a downgrade hood. Right, I was supposed to do armor 3 as blue. So, actually,
Pray permit me to pray.
we'll see if we can get Garnet an armor upgrade, rather than getting me a helmet downgrade. But I do get the best physical bow in the game, so that's nice.
I'd never believed in the
There are certainly creatures where it is less helpful,
Pray permit me to
but
help you now as before.
it's the best physical bow in the game.
Pray permit me to help
And then we'll also, armor level 1 doesn't matter in the slightest. Weapon level 1 and 2 don't matter in the slightest. Gear level 3 does matter. We'll save the gear level 2s for when we are blue. And novelties don't care what class you are. Okay, what is liquid effluvium supposed to be for? Is this for summoning Valhazak? Is Valhazak in this game? Oh, hey, that's actually something that could be slightly useful depending on how much of an augment it is. Hey, I got an elite lantern! Now, after finishing my second run through Bitter Black Isle. So, they clearly want me to be a magic archer. Wow, 2 more dragon's glazes. Oh, liquid effluvium is to make NPCs not be your beloved, huh? Wish I could have given that to Aelinor. But hey, I got a nice bow. And I got a nice lantern. I have gotten good things here.
Pray permit me to help you now as before. If there is aught I can do.
And now we go blue. And we get Garnet dressed again. I still wish that it would keep equipped any equipment that is still usable by your new vocation. Like, sure, it would have only kept her corset, gloves, and pants on, but still. That's better than stripping her completely down when she can still use the gear, technically.
If there is aught I can do, say it.
And now that we are blue... Oh, I missed... Or, no, I didn't miss the gear level 1 and 2. I was going to use those to hopefully get Garnet upgrades. That's right. And let's see what we get out of this Armor 3. So we got Magic and Thunder Res Ring, not amazing. Bolide is... I hate Bolide on... Or no, Bolide's the one with all the meteors. Bolide's okay. Brontide is the one I hate. Defenses and blindness res. Not amazing. Max stamina and silence res. Also not amazing. I'm sorry, what is... What's Carrion Veil doing among blue gear? I guess it's for Magic Archer. Well, Garnet's not going to wear that. And extends duration of equipped skills doesn't sound particularly amazing. Well, actually, no, wait. Because that might count for Holy Affinity, right? So that would be at least slightly useful. Because that is a skill and you do equip it, Holy Affinity. So, yeah, maybe. Maybe that would be a useful augment to have, but either way, aesthetically, it doesn't match her set.
I would dearly welcome the sense of purpose. If there is aught I can do.
So now I go Ranger again. I change my equipment. Even unupgraded, this thing's got pretty solid physical damage. But yes, let's equip all of the things.
If there is aught I can do, say it. Pray, permit me to pray. Take.
Let's put away this stupid regular lantern.
Pray, permit me to help you. If there is.
Nobody needs a regular lantern when you've got an elite lantern.
If there is.
Fun fact, an elite lantern by itself is better than a regular lantern with the Ranger augment that increases lantern radii. But that augment also works with the elite lantern. Ooh, and I can already 3-star this? Yes, please. Still can't even silver rarify Dragon's Glaze. I bet it would have been real nice if I could. Might have actually made it useful at all against Daimon. I can do my Code of Oblivion now. Though there is a better augment I could hope for, I'm not going hunting for them now. So, might as well do this, right? And we can also 3-star the Hellfire Cloak. I wasn't paying attention to what that did for it. Added more possession res, okay. I don't need the possession res, but hey, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in so that I can find a cursed dragon and slay it. Which we can do by just reaching the Moon Glow Tower or whatever it's called. So we just got to go through here into the next area. I don't have to care about these greater goblins. If there's something interesting on the lower floor, then I'll deal with that, but otherwise we're just running on through. So we got just the usual Gore Chimera. And since we haven't killed the things on the way, we don't get a necrophage. So we just blast on through. Shame we got gargoyles instead of something more useful. Like, I've only seen Strigoi in 2 rooms in this entire game. And only on 2 occasions. I'm gonna try and bust this guy's horns off because I learned during the last one that the elemental versions of these guys actually do have their own unique horns. How many times are you gonna flinch without falling, buddy? pick these 3 back up. Can someone get this thing off me? Fall down already. Where'd the horn item go? Did it already despawn? Okay, no dragon forging from him, but that's okay. Horn. Just the regular horns. Thanks, game.
Many a life was ended by falling from too great a height. If you lose your
It's always interesting when 2 pawns say the exact same line with different voices simultaneously. But alright, now that that is taken care of, give me a Curse Dragon. Alright, got my bow dragon forged. How about my cloak? Yep, got the cloak too. Good.
Many a lie wonder what's inside. Too great.
And that means we have gotten everything dragon forged. But since that bait meat is good for 2 dragons and dragons are good for XP, let's do the second one. Especially because they take like no time at all.
my support.
I seriously end up on the arm again. Stop putting me on the arm. And it was worth it because we got a level. The meat is still here. Does that mean that we could potentially get a third? Third dragon or bust? Bust. Out we go. We got what we came for.
Tis a port crystal, Master.
Tis a port crystal.
And I forget whether or not the main story's final boss thing does this for the first run. But at least in subsequent runs, if not the first run, it can use other players' Arisen. But I don't want that, so I'm going offline so it uses the default story one for sure. Alright, can we rarefy the Revenant Whale? We can! I can rarefy the best bow before I can rarefy Dragon's Glaze, because we didn't get Moon Shimmer pelts, because we only found giant Saurian Sages once. There weren't even 5 of them to get pelts from. Wow, this thing actually gets heavier when rarefied? Oh, I guess everything does. Interesting. But hey, looks like we can probably get to gold rarefy. Yep, we sure can. So, gold rarefied my bow. Okay, first run's always story, man. That's fine, then. And we might as well rarefy the cloak, too. Can't gold rarefy it, though, because I used my last bone lantern, but it looks like gold rarefying it doesn't actually make it that much better. So I don't mind.
If you've no dog.
I do kind of mind that I'm throwing away all the work I've done on Death. He's down to like 4 HP bars. But it's time to end this new game cycle. And yeah, let's purify this gear. Why not? Oh, that's the Deathly Arrow one. Isn't Deathly Arrow supposed to be good, or was it a different one?
Pray permit me to help you now as before. If there is pray.
Okay, I actually need to pull 20 more wake stones out of storage.
Pray permit me to help you. If there is
I do have the 20 wake stones to pull, however.
if there is pray.
Pray, pray indeed.
I'll take that. This looks interesting.
You know what? Let's stay till morning.
Take a maker's plate and have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
Right, I'm offline, so I don't get anything that my pawn might have got. But that's fine. Oh, before I do this, guard, real quick, could you, rent out my pawn?
This will return us to the surface.
Because, when you go to New Game Plus,
Like the very
your
earth
pawn
was
does in fact lose all of their knowledge. But if you then rest and get your pawn back from a rental, guard or Seth, anyone, just rent my pawn, because if you get your pawn back from a rental once you are in New Game, then it will apply all the knowledge that your pawn had at the time of the return from the rental, because that's how pawn knowledge works. So yeah, keep Garnet smart. Don't make her, or don't let her forget everything.
Yes, at last. At last you've gathered the whole of them. With them, you can summon forth a rift of considerable power. This rift, born of the Wakestone's power, will guide you forward, Arisen. I fear there will be no returning to this place. Are you prepared to journey on? End this, Arisen. May the world be put right by your hand.
Alright, guard, thanks for having my pawn rented out. And into the rift we go.
Well met, Arisen. I'll not waste time on rhetoric. Defeat me, and take my place as keeper of this world. You saw it awaiting you at the end of your descent. Aye, the same world you've traveled to arrive at this place. A world you may well now inherit. It is a simple proposition, no different than any you've faced. You need only the will to claim what is offered you. The will to survive. Yes, fight, Arisen, as you e'er have fought in coming here. What is it that impels you? What force spurs you on?
Are you done?
Sustained your wanderings and led you here. I ask, what is it that makes you alive?
I'll wait for him to stop talking, because it looks like he's still got 1 HP left.
You are here because you willed it, Arisen. That alone has brought you here.
Oh. I guess I didn't have to shoot him again.
Consider the infinite potential.
Hey look, it's me.
Just as you call forth forms, so I command all life into existence. Call it divine creation if you must, but expect none of the mercy men seek in their gods. This is cold truth, the unbending reality of a world without compassion. The world and all its denizens are but empty vessels. In that regard, no different than the pawns.
Wow, you're being very rude to other me.
No true life. The world falls stagnant, dead as an ocean with no current to guide it. That volition is tempered by the struggle for survival. The decision, just like yours, to fight. Just as the pawns need a master's command, so the world thirsts for the will to live. Let us continue, Arisen. Show that you are more than an empty vessel, animated by forces unseen. Show that the temper of your soul is strong enough to command far more than mere pawns.
I feel like this is supposed to take more than one shot per phase.
Your will is fit to bind the fraying circle of this world and hold it fast. Fight tooth and claw. Struggle now and cling to life. Show that living holds worth enough to fight for.
He just dropped over dead out of boredom. Oh no, it was me! Kinda wish I didn't have my face covered.
Will you claim your right as Arisen? Or shrug the burden and seek peace in oblivion? Just so. 1 foot after the next, come what may. That is what it means to live. Turn back now, and I will grant you a merciful death. The choice is yours, Arisen. Yours alone. 'Tis a simple choice, Arisen. Step forward or retreat. Accept the quiet emptiness of a false peace, a false life.
Why not put an end to it? Praises of the quiet life are sung far too infrequent.
Because he said that if I turned back, he'd grant me death.
You're not without a home to return to.
Those two deserve it.
Tis too great an honor for one.
Why this hesitation, sir? You've ought to protect, do you not? This is your answer, sir.
I would beg you rest a while, but just as like you would turn deaf ear. Instead, I ask only that you keep us in mind.
Hang on. This guy deserves it.
I was always so afraid. You seemed to have left me for somewhere I could not follow.
And again, we just had to hit him once, huh?
You are close now. So very close to me.
And there he is.
I shall meet you on your own terms, joined by my own companions of old. You stand now at its end, Arisen. See your journey through.
Behold the very man we were playing as in the prologue before we even made our own character. The last man to have defeated the dragon. Though, in subsequent playthroughs, instead of having him here, they instead pull a random Arisen from the internets. Watch its attacks? Pretty rude calling him it. You were already acting to stop him before you even finished saying that, Garnet. You had already stopped him personally. There we go.
Arisen, forgive me. All I've done is to test your will. It is the fate of all Arisen. You and I swept up in the current, same as the rest. Each tempers the volition of the next, and the endless cycle continues. And so, until the coming of a new soul fit to craft the will to live, someone like you. Until that day, may you guide the world ever justly. I present you with the Godsbane blade.
Which I've already had for a while now for some reason.
Your eyes to oversee this world are undying, save by this brand's kiss. I ask that you, as the world's new seneschal, use it now to vouchsafe freedom to your weary servant.
Yeah, it feels kind of weird that we get a Godsbane before this. Like, it feels like the type of thing they should have saved until New Game Plus. It's handy that they gave it to us earlier. It's great for quickly, or at least more quickly, reloading. But, like,
Rifts are but gateways.
Yeah, we've had it for a while now.
New crown sovereign and keeper of eternity. Grant me now this single boon. The fire of my life is spent in guttering. Give me freedom with the kiss of the Godspeed blade. If there is aught you wish to know before my death, you need but ask. My knowledge, as my all, is yours to take. What would you hear of me? The Seneschal is steward to the world. The world you traveled now rests in your care. Just as the Arisen calls upon into being and sets them to motion, the Seneschal holds dominion over all living things. There are those who would call such a being Maker or God.
So why are you giving Fornival your fingers?
I cannot deny the claim any more than affirm it. In the end, they are but words. Call it what you will. Such is the office I have served, just as those before me and you beyond unto eternity. New crown sovereign. If there is aught my knowledge, the pawns exist astride the rift. They speak of a multitude of worlds, each infinite unto itself. Limitless in span and lost to time, these worlds extend in an eternal, perfect loop. Just as a ring lacks start and end, so this world has no origin, no final terminus. If it does, they lie beyond our ken. We are prisoners of unpassing time, wandering an unending land. What lies beyond, we cannot know.
Even we who traverse the rift.
New crown sovereign. If there is aught my knowledge as my all, aye, there is life in the world and with it death. Naught lasts forever. Each rises and falls in its time. But such is a death akin to that of ponds. They appear in this world and vanish only to appear again, like bubbles in a mountain spring. As so it is with all that lives within this eternal world. In time, you will come to see it happen under your watch, Seneschal. Each beast, each blade of grass, each human life is born to die and be born again in endless rhythm. Naught lasts forever, yet all persists unto eternity.
It feels
New crown. If there is aught you wish, my knowledge, as will, is that which led you to this place, and that which turns the eternal wheel of the world. Along the endless string of life and death, there are some born with a hunger. They yearn for some other, better place. They are the Arisen, nascent fountainheads of will. And so the dragon is sent into the world to guide the Arisen, and refine them, to temper their wills into aught capable of sustaining the world. And so the cycle of our world has e'er continued.
So basically, the story is God is bored of his job. He doesn't want to do it anymore. He's been at it too long, doesn't like it. So he starts sending dragons into the world. Sends a dragon. The dragon creates an Arisen. The Arisen's task is to go slay or bargain with the dragon. If the Arisen bargains with the dragon, the cycle continues there in that first loop until an Arisen finally does slay the dragon. Once an Arisen slays the dragon, they eventually make their way here to the Seneschal, where they can choose to either leave and accept a death, or they can try to defeat the Seneschal. If they defeat the Seneschal, they become the Seneschal. After a while, the Seneschal gets bored and makes a dragon to go find an Arisen who can replace them and take their job. It's all a cycle of man bored with job kills a lot of people in hopes that someone will replace him.
New crown sovereign. If there is aught
Here you go, bud. It's all yours.
mourn me not, for I welcome the release. At long last, I am free of eternity, of infinity, free of the cruel, unending ring.
And now we are the Seneschal. Our quest is now to live as Seneschal. So we sit on our throne, and look at that. We're back in the world. We get to walk it as Seneschal. Which basically just means, hey, we get to run around as an invisible man. We can look at stuff. And, yeah. Let's go see how people are doing in our house. Because we do have 2 ladies living there. They aren't here. Well, that sucks. Hey, have you seen those 2 ladies? Oh, right, I can't talk to you or interact with you. Well, I can apparently push you around a little. Get back here. No one will miss you. So yeah, we can kill people. We can pick them up and have them float around. Look, it's a ghost! But we cannot talk to people. Can't rest at the inn. The quest board's just gone. Didn't realize that would be the case. But there's not a whole lot we can do. Other than go back. And then sit on the throne again and maybe be sent somewhere else. So we are meant to just, you know, explore around this peaceful world. Grand Soren's been rebuilt, apparently. But, yeah, there's nothing for us to do other than look around. And thus, in time, in so much time, probably many, many generations, or, you know, like 5 minutes, we get too bored of this, and we decide we've had enough. So we leave. Except we're not really gone, are we? There we go. Of course, our pawn can't stand to see this happen to us. And all the different versions of our pawn are combining, I guess? But now our pawn is us, because as we know, over time, pawns take on their master's appearance. And then Caxton the Armorer is there on the beach looking at you. Because he has become your beloved in the base game. But this time, at least,
Me, aren't you?
we got Celine.
My grandmother gave me life. She gave you yours. They gave us death, and with it, true life. This is the world she wanted for us.
Yeah, getting Celine for this, you actually get more interesting dialogue than anyone else. Like, if it's Caxton, he just sits there on the beach and smiles at you. Yeah, before Dark Arisen, there was a very good chance that it would be either Caxton or Asalam waiting for you there on that beach. I'm glad it wasn't Aelinor, at least. But now the world has no seneschal. That can't be right. Well, hey, we have finished the main game and Bitter Black Isle, so that's neat. Hey, look, it's me. I'm in the book. But I'm not the last one there. Hey, look, it's my statistics. Many of those deaths were because I was using Wake Stones, the best healing item in the game. Wow, really? Garnet became a challenger again? Why does she not stay utilitarian? Please. Guard, of course I enjoyed it. I have enjoyed this game every time I've played it. This is not the first. Who? I don't remember that pawn. Apparently they spent either 13 hours or 13 minutes with me, not sure. Yeah, not my first time playing this game. I'd say it's not going to be the last, but it might be, considering... Ah, yes, there's good old Heal Bot. Heal Bot was great for the time we had her. Yeah, I'd say that this won't be the last time I play this, but then again, Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out in 2 months. And I have high hopes that it'll replace any real desire to play this, because A, I want it to be good, and B, it seems like it'll be another cycle in this grand loop thingy. So, yeah, I don't know that there'll be much need to play original Dragon's Dogma again. Some of these pawns I have no memory of. But I'm pretty sure that last one I hired for some off-camera grinding of stuff. Oh, hey, we got more different credits. Dragon's Dogma is a good game. It was very underrated in its time. Even now, too many people are sleeping on it. I hope that doesn't remain true for Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope that one gets the recognition that it deserves. I hope it deserves recognition. We still don't have it yet. I don't know if it does, but hopefully they do a real good job with it. Capcom's been doing good work lately, so I trust that it'll be good. But, like, yeah, this game, props to all the voice actors. The voice work in this game was fantastic. And yeah, it's a really good game. It's always dirt cheap. If you haven't played it yet, play it before Dragon's Dogma 2. It'll cost you nothing but time, basically. Because again, it's always dirt cheap. Yeah, if Capcom does as well with Dragon's Dogma 2 as they have been doing with the recent Monster Hunter and Resident Evil and Devil May Cry games, we've got a real good time to look forward to. The Dragon's Dogma main theme is fantastic, honestly. But I suppose that's to be expected when its composer has also done a lot of work for the Monster Hunter series before and after this, so, like, we already know they are a skilled composer. But yeah, Dragon's Dogma, real good game, very worth a play. Hopefully its sequel is much better. But that would be saying a lot because this is a very good game. But there's a lot of room for increased quality of life. There's a lot of room for making menus easier to navigate. There's room for making the game prettier, but I mean, this came out on PS3. They couldn't exactly do the most detailed of environments, while also keeping character models as detailed as they are. But hopefully Dragon's Dogma 2 solves all of those problems. It would be nice. I want it to be a very good game and sell very well, and be super worth playing and consume my life for a while. And let's just load in here. And countless lifetimes come to pass. Though that's what it said after the prologue in the first place. So, like, this is all stuff we've seen before. I'm just gonna... Yup. Who knew that this quote in the beginning was talking about being the Seneschal? Anyway, there's no Seneschal, but somehow a dragon gets sent. Probably because some Arisen somewhere happened in one of many worlds. Because we know there are many connected worlds. And they send a dragon. Except this is a scene we've seen before. It's the same one. I'ma skip it. Hey, look, it's still me. Despite everything. Alright, I'd have to go to the encampment to even get my pawn, don't I? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Shut up. Shut up, not Grigory. You're not my real dragon. But, anyway, with Dragon's Dogma 2 coming in March, and definitely going to take up some of my time, I know my plan before was to try to replay Monster Hunter 3U and 4U before those servers go down, but it was just announced that those servers are going down on April 8th. Which means that from now until April 8th, we would have less than 2 months before Dragon's Dogma 2. And I don't believe that I would have enough time to stream through both of those games. Or honestly, even one of them, unless I streamed like every day for very long sessions. And I have a job. I can't do that. So I think what's going to happen is maybe I'll just do a couple multiplayer 3U and 4U streams during the time between. And yeah, for now, this stream's over. I will be back on... I'm going to take a break, actually, instead of streaming anything in the meantime. So I'll be back on Monday of next week, my birthday, to do some shiny mark hunting in Pokemon Violet. Because it'll be my birthday. And I want to get that destined partner mark on some shiny or other. And yeah. So thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I'll see you Monday.